Guys, today we are going to talk about a potential head and shoulders here forming for Bitcoin, which could drop the price down very, very low. But there's a couple of things you need to pay attention to right now when it comes to this head and shoulders pattern, because we have seen this before. And what actually happened when we saw the head and shoulders form here is going to surprise you. So stick around, we're going to talk about that. Also, we're going to talk about Ethereum, we're going to talk about altcoins, we're going to talk about stuff in general. Welcome back everybody, my name is Cristiano, bringing you cryptocurrency videos, teaching you how to make money in this market. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. Let's get straight into Bitcoin. And what you can see here for Bitcoin is that we got rejected off of my orange box here. But the good news is that we actually formed a higher low here again. So again, we're forming a higher low. You can see that this was much closer to the orange line than this candle right here. So that's a good sign. Now, one slightly bad sign is that we are struggling with getting above the orange line here at 61,200. But overall, as long as we don't break down from the $57,500 level, which is the orange box down here, I think that everything is still fine. So let's talk about this head and shoulders pattern. So you can draw this in a couple of different ways. Some people draw it from the wicks like this. Some people draw it from the bottoms of the candles. But nonetheless, this is the formation. You have a shoulder right here, you have the head, and then you have the second shoulder. And this is a bearish pattern. Also, it's following the technical structure of how you want this pattern to be formed. You're having an uptrend, you're seeing the shoulder, you're seeing the peak, and then the second shoulder here. So this is potentially a valid head and shoulders in my opinion. So what we need to see here in order for the bearish scenario to play out is if we break down from the red line here, which is the neckline for the head and shoulders based off of the wicks here. But are we going to do this? Of course, this is not tradable until we actually see that breakdown. So I just want you to prepare for this. But if we break down here, remember that we have the orange box here at 57,500. So this is going to act as big support. So pay attention to that. But we have seen this before. Does this mean that you should sell everything if we, see a minor breakdown from this pattern? Is it over? Did we see the peak here at 66,900? Well, this is what I need to show you because we have seen this before. So the first chart I'm going to show you is from Gert van Lagen, and he told us here that we have seen this before. We actually saw this when Bitcoin was in the $40,000 and $42,000 range here just a couple of weeks ago. And you actually saw multiple fake outs here. You saw the shoulder, you saw the head, and you saw the shoulder. You saw multiple fake outs, as you can see here. We were trying to break down, but we got supported. And of course, that is also where we had my orange box here supporting us. So this is the same kind of price action you're seeing right here. So one thing to pay attention to is how the RSI was looking, because the RSI was looking like this, and we were very low on the RSI, and this is also why we didn't manage to have the bearish scenario play out, because the RSI was also very oversold already. And right now you're seeing the same kind of thing. You're seeing the RSI being at the low level, you're seeing the head and shoulders here, and we're now waiting to see if this is actually going to also be a bear trap, just like you saw right here, because after a couple of fake outs, we had a massive rally in the Bitcoin price. So this is the first clue I want to show you. Also, something that is also very, very crazy is that if you look at 2017, we saw the exact same thing. So in 2017, as you can see here, we had a head and shoulders, kind of similar pattern right here. And what we saw here was not a breakdown from this level. And it's actually mirroring the current price action even by the dates. You can see the bounce here in September. You can see the head and shoulders forming here in October, the exact same days here actually. And what happened in 2017 after this head and shoulders? Well, we didn't break down. We didn't enter a bear market. In fact, that is when you continue to see massive price action to the upside for Bitcoin. So we went up. We will see if this is also going to be the case right here. So another thing you need to pay attention to is that if we, enter into a bear market from this point and we start to go down, well, that would mean that the peak we saw here a couple of days ago here at 67,200 would be the peak of the cycle, right? But that is not something that we usually see, because every time you see a top in the cycle, that correlates with a top in the RSI as well. So on the stochastic RSI, you can see it right here. We are nowhere close to the peak, which we are anticipating here. And if this was the peak a couple of days ago, it means that the RSI, stock RSI, actually failed to tell us that it was the peak, because it was nowhere close to the same kind of levels you were seeing in previous tops in 2011, 2013, 2017, and even here in 2020 or 21, I guess 2021 here. Yeah. So this is the third clue that you should probably not take this with too much fear. I mean, it is a bearish pattern. If we break down here, we might see a small correction here, but history has told us that this is usually also what you see. Even when it comes to the exact same dates, we do see that. So it's a very important fractal to keep track of. Before we talk about Ethereum, guys, if you want to claim your own $4,530 bonus on Bybit, then make sure to use this link right here. If you want to claim a $1,800 bonus over on Femex, use this link right here, $2,040 over on C-Trade. So make sure to use these links. They are in the description. So for Ethereum is still going sideways here. But one important thing when it comes to trading Ethereum is that once again, the red line here acted as support. So yeah, keep track of this line here on Ethereum, because usually what you have seen here multiple times is that we have been coming down and we have been forming support off of the red line. And yeah, it's likely that this is going to continue to hold should we continue to go down here. And this is, as you can see, this is ascending. So this is, at some point, if this continues to hold, going to take us past our previous all-time high. So keep attention on this pattern, guys. Guys, if you are getting any value out of this video, then make sure to subscribe and activate the bell right now. And slap a like, because I would really appreciate that. One thing I also want to talk about is for everyone who got into Cryptopolis, well, congratulations, because Cryptopolis, as well as many other altcoins, are doing extremely well here. In fact, you can see that Bitcoin during the last 7 days is down 5.3%. So if we sort this by gainers, of course, Shiba Inu is doing really, really well here. You got Thorchain, you got Nexo, Harmony, many of these coins. And Harmony, actually, I did a video on Harmony and the ecosystem. So make sure to watch that video if you haven't done it already. Many altcoins posting many significant gains here. Actually, I think that Bitcoin is one of the worst performers here, actually. So Bitcoin is actually, yeah, you can see it right here, 5.3%. There's only a couple of altcoins in the top 100 that are performing worse than Bitcoin. So you're seeing money flood into altcoins, definitely. And for everyone who have been positioning themselves for this, well, you are making significant gains. Just look at Cryptopolis. Cryptopolis launched staking, and for everyone in this, and everyone who got into the pre-sale here, or not the pre-sale, but the public sale, you can see that the price was actually $0.01. And the price right now is actually 41 cents here. So that's a 41x right there. So congratulations to everyone who got in here. I am going to continue to bring you these opportunities. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comment section. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.